What's up, y'all? It's your boy eBay Fight Predictions in the building. I'll be breaking down Anthony Lionheart Smith versus Ryan Superman Spann. Almost messed it up. My voice almost cracked, but it is what it is. Man, this fight, blood. Hey, Dana, Uncle Dana, we cool, we rocking, but hey, yo schedule, blood. I'm protesting some of these main events. Now I'm gonna watch the rest of the card, but this one almost made me. But the card good, and this one's a fight where like. When I look into it, it's actually not that. It's actually a pick 'em in my honest opinion, because both of them some bums. So and lately, y'all, me and my boy SSG, we might get some new people in the station, but I'm starting a new thing called the MMA Bum Police, and these niggas need to be jailed quick, both of them. But it's just all joke stuff. But yeah, we need some officers in the station, blood. It's only us two, Fuego, we might need you. We might get Ed up in there, Kendall. We gonna need some officers, cause hey, some of these niggas need to be in the MMA bum jail. I swear, we gave that boy Darren Till a life sentence. Y'all see how he looking. So, but besides that, I mean when I first heard the matchup, I was leaning heavily towards Anthony Smith. Ryan Spann has still pissed me off with his lack of fight IQ against Walker. But when I look at the stats, though, motherfucking Spann is an athlete, right? That dude is humongous, motherfucker. Man, he got some. Dude, his reach is crazy. He's a taller guy. He's big. He's humongous. It's just it's really going to be his athleticism versus Anthony Smith's experience. So that's what makes the fight really interesting. But yeah, back to what I was saying. I got to talk to Uncle Dana, low-key, real quick, because this schedule ain't looking cool, blood. All right, some of you on main events, I'm going to have to protest. All right, because this ain't cool. This Miesha Tate versus Caitlyn Vera. Oh, you know what's great? He having two back-to-back female main events. And nothing against the females, blood. Nothing against them, but I'm just letting y'all know I'm protesting this. I'm gonna do it like this. When I make my videos, it's gonna be like full card Andre Arlovsky versus Carlos Felipe. That's my main event. Look at this card, my G. Like, I know I'm supposed to be talking about Smith and what's his face, Spann, but like, come on now. Like, come on, blood. Like, you can't be doing this, man. It's a good card. I like the card. You got Kennedy versus Jung. My boy Andre in there, Ludovic Klein versus Nate Landwehr. That's a good, and then Tamir Valiev. So that's a good card. But I mean, I like the card, but the main event, blood. Like, I'm protesting that. Real talk. I ain't talking about that fight. And I'm just letting y'all. And then Mackenzie Dern versus, I don't hate Marina Rodriguez and that shouldn't be a main event. But if I look at the card though, it's not bad. But you got my boy Deron Wynn fighting that, that guy Phil Hawes, whatever. All right, I'm done. But yeah, some of these I might protest, y'all. I might not talk about that main event, but like, you know what? Mackenzie Dern, Marina Rodriguez, I'll talk about that. I'll give y'all. But that Miesha Tate one, I'm just letting y'all know in advance. I ain't talking about it, but when I make the video, it's gonna be called Carlos Felipe versus. That's all. The fact that I'm even talking about Holly Holm versus Norman Dumont, that should, I'm just, it can't, y'all can't keep doing this to me, Dana. You got to step it up, blood. This ain't cool, but the fact I'm giving Anthony Smith another fucking breakdown, like, come on, man, like this dude, I swear, blood, I swear this guy be, man. I give one thing to Anthony, man. He done had so many main events lately. Like, he's probably, the pressure it's not gonna get to him. So it's gonna be interesting. But I done talked too much. Let's talk about the stats and where these guys are ranked. If I look at the UFC rankings in the light heavyweight division, Anthony Smith is ranked number 6 and Spann number 11. So really big jump up for Spann. After coming off that victory over Miesha Serkinov. Knocked them out. So it is what it is. And Smith is coming off that cool victory over Jimmy Crute, my boy. Homie let me down. But yeah, Smith 35-16. fights out of Nebraska, age 33, height 6'4", and reaches 76. So, Smith is not a small guy by any means. Sometimes they be lying about his height, because I remember they were saying him and John is like the same height, and like John was like kind of, he was obviously taller than him, right? So it's like I feel like John's 6'5", like or maybe like someone tried to explain it to me like how the height thing worked, like John like a taller 6'4", and like I guess Smith on the shorter 6'4". I don't know how that shit worked. It is what it is. But yeah, Spann, 19-6, is fighting at Texas, age 30, a height of 6'5", and a reach of 81.5. So you see that stuck out to me. His reach is crazy, y'all. So like anyone picking Spann, like it make me like I'm telling y'all straight up, I was really gonna, even my thumbnail, I was just gonna have it like Anthony Smith, like that was my lock of the night. But like when I really look at it, like Spann got a chance, blood. This is actually a lot closer than I'm giving it credit for. I think Spann got a real chance to get this done. I'm not too high on Smith. I used to really fuck with Smith, and I think Smith is a big part of my channel, blood. Like it's crazy. Like I feel like I started popping off with the Glover Teixeira Anthony Smith thing, because like so many people was on Smith, and like I wasn't fucking with him. Like, and I'll explain it. Like, blood, he said some foul shit about my boy Rocco, and like I get it, him and Rocco were going back and forth, and it's it's shit talking, right? But before Rocco fought Jan, I was okay with it. But after, blood, like you didn't have to do Rocco like that. He went on Submission Radio, and he was just talking hella shit, blood. He was saying like homie looked like a quitter in there and stuff like that. He looked like a dead, like he just said hella shit I ain't fuck with. He said that he just had no heart, looked like he gassed out, and he got what he deserved, and like he tweeted some shit out too, about his jaw, and I was like, blood, it's just like I get it. Like even Derek Lewis, like I wasn't cool. There's a part of me that, like, even though I hate Curtis, I didn't like some of the shit he did even after that, like, and I hate Curtis Blades, but kind of like talking shit to his corner and saying he kind of thought it was cool that Curtis was like, it's sad what happened to Curtis, but so I'm not hating on Curtis no more, because I've been seeing Curtis get a lot of hate on social media. I don't fuck with that, because he got his punishment after getting knocked out. He got what he deserved, and I don't think we should like kind of poke at him. But even the FaceTime call he got a while back, like someone called him saying, "Oh, you got knocked the fuck out," but like but Curtis talked a lot of shit, and Luke talked a lot. I get it, like they talk some shit, but it's like, blood, like homie look dead. That's a dead body right there. Why are you talking mess to it? He dead. Like stop, leave him alone. Like But Smith, he stepped on a man when he was down, and he was talking shit about his jaw, and my boy Glover Teixeira took his teeth. All right, he took that whole entire motherfucking set of teeth he got that he put in that bitch, all them fake ass teeth, and he took them bitches out one by one. And Glover, a nice guy, he gave it to him. He put it back in put it back in his mouth. But I don't know, blood. I don't know. Honestly, in my opinion, Glover shouldn't have done that, but Glover should have kept it, kept it as a souvenir. But I mean, yeah, he humbled him. He humbled him really good, and I appreciate Glover for that. And then my boy Rakic gave him another hunt, because he was talking shit to Rakic too. He was like, "Oh, Rakic never been to the depths I've been to. He's gonna figure out how hard I work." Blah 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 blah. And he got dominated, blood. He got dominated. He got treated like a hoe. Rakic beat him in the grappling. He beat him in the fucking striking. My thing with Smith is that he's super, super durable, and he's super clutch. One of those things, or I fuck with Volkan Ozdemir, but I could, in my heart, I had a feeling like Smith was gonna get it done. And Smith seemed like a really nice guy, but he's not necessarily one of them grapplers that's like super, super like hella elite. He's just a guy. He's super durable, and he's kind of scary. And he choked Volkan out, and I picked Smith to get. It hurt me to see Volkan get choked out, because Volkan was doing so good in that fight. I thought Volkan, it was close, but I had Volkan up 2 rounds. The wrestling looked good. He looked good. So like he improves. Like that's the thing I like about Volkan. He's always improving every fight camp. He's always getting better in each area. I'm always impressed with him. But with Smith, he was just super durable, and I had a feeling like people really like acting like Smith a hoe. And I was like, I thought he was gonna win that, and that's when I used to like him a lot. But yeah, I mean, I stopped fucking with him after the Luke comments. After Luke got hurt, you don't say shit like that, blood. That's just my opinion. Like, when someone die, leave him alone. You just leave him alone. But yeah, that's the thing. Like, Smith is an overrated grappler in my humble opinion. I think his striking is a lot better than his grappling. I think his jab, and his durability, blood. Like, I give him that. His durability is good, and he's really quick. And I think that's where he'll shine in the Spann fight is his jab, But he doesn't have that reach advantage, so he's gonna have to like go inside, and that's gonna be scary for him. Spann's a big guy, he has power, but Spann, I mean, that's something I've been noticing with all these Forest MMA fighters. Besides like maybe Jeff Neal, they don't have a lot of like, they don't throw combinations, That's something I noticed in their fights. A lot of them don't throw combinations, and their striking looks weird. It works for them though. Their striking look weird. I like their coach though. They coach know how to win, and at first I thought that was kind of overrated, but they know how to fucking win fights, and they might not win all of them, but they know how to be consistent, and that's the thing that kind of scares me about Spann is, the thing with me about Spann is like, he's not necessarily a great fighter, but he has a lot of attributes that help him out. But it's his fight IQ, blood. Like, that's his problem, But he has weird chokes, but he gets it on good guys like Devin Clark. He has weird power, right? He doesn't have any combinations, but he clips guys like that uppercut that he got. I forgot on Nogueira. Like, he fucking clipped him bad. Like, it was a left uppercut. Yeah, I was right. It was good. It was a good shot, but I wish he would throw a lot more. And I feel like Smith, that's where he might have the advantage, is the combinations and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm all over the place. But if we look at like notable wins for a guy like Smith, and we just look at, he has a better resume than Spann by a lot. Like, that's something he'll beat him by. Smith has beat Jimmy Crute, Devin Clark, but that's just it. That's like his most recent fights. But Alexander Gustafsson, Volkan Ozdemir, Shogun, Rashad Evans, Hector Lombard, Andrew Sanchez, good fighters. I give him credit. Those are good fighters, and he has tons of fights, blood. Like, a lot of fights. So he's fought the best competition, and even the guys he's lost to, Thiago Santos, John Jones, Glover Teixeira, Alexander Rakic, like, that's legit comp, and that's what he's gonna have an advantage over. And his last fight against Jimmy Crute, his fucking jab looked beautiful. I give him that. His jab was on point. And I feel like, and Devin Clark, I was so disappointed in my boy Clark, man. He just went in there and just got choked out. He just went there just to get choked out. And his grappling looked actually kind of good in there. I'll give Smith that. But against Jimmy Crute, I feel like Jimmy could have beat him still. I still feel that way. I feel like even with that little weird like dead foot he had, like, he was still taking Smith down with ease. And then that's the thing I worry about Smith, is that he thinks he's a really great grappler. I remember when he said he could submit John, blood. Here's one thing I don't like, when people say that John Jones' fight with Smith was like close. It wasn't competitive at all. Smith only might have won the first round, maybe, but he got dominated in that fight. He got out-wrestled. He got treated like a hoe. All right, and then, I think he might have won 2 rounds. I think that, I don't know. I feel like they probably gave him that round against John because he got kneed in the face. I don't know if they gave him like a 10-8 for that. I forget how, but like, I remember that fight being dominant for John. I don't like when it wasn't a great performance, but he dominated that nigga. Like, I don't know why people say that shit was fucking close. Like, that shit irritate me. Like, no, what, like, Thiago Reyes, okay, but don't put Smith in there, blood. Stop lying. I don't know why people be lying about that. But yeah. But back to, Spann, man, he's fought really good competition. First time I saw him was he fought Carl Robertson on the, what's the shit called? Contender Series. He's fought Trevin Giles in a split decision. He has a victory over Antonio Nogueira, Devin Clark, Sam Alvey. That fight was, like, I didn't like how that fight was close. But Sam Alvey had a lot of, but Sam is a very hard opponent. I feel bad for him because people think he's trash, but he's not really that bad. He's actually a really, really good. He's a hard puzzle to figure out. It's really hard for a lot of guys to figure him out. So he just loses a lot. But yeah. And then the fight with Johnny Walker was just so shameful. But he was winning that fight, man. He was winning that fight. I didn't pick him, but like, I picked Walker. But like, anyone that picked Spann, I feel bad for him. I know that shit. I would disown him quick. You know, and I don't blame no one for disowning him and calling him a dummy, because that was the dumbest shit I ever seen in my life. That was like no fight IQ. Like, I'm sorry, man. Like, I rewatched, I was like, come on. And I think he went through some emotional distress and stuff like that after that, and just was like all kind of like, you know, he felt bad. But it is what it is at the end of the day. And then he fought Miesha Serkinov, and he looked amazing in there. Got him out of there quick. Serkinov is a good fighter. You know, hasn't won over Jimmy Crute. I don't know how to say it. He doesn't have necessarily the best chin in the world, but he's not a guy you should sleep on. He can really choke a lot of people out. Like, on a good day, he can choke a lot of people out. And he's fought good competition. So I was actually surprised when he got that W. He was a good dog pick there. But I mean, so how I look at this fight, I mean, it's gonna be, in my humble opinion, I don't know how Smith is. It's a hard fight for him to, stylistically, it's going to be a hard fight for him to lose, because he doesn't have a reach advantage, so he can't really use his jab like that. He's going to have to go forward with his jab. He can't just like circle out, because he was circling against Crute, and Crute looked so flat-footed, and it's a lot harder when you're dealing with someone longer and rangier. You're going to have to like work a lot harder than that person, and they're not going to have to work as hard as you, right, because they're longer, and it's just they have shortcuts for him, right? Because the reach and stuff like that. So Smith is gonna have to use his experience. He's gonna have to work harder. His footwork is gonna have to be better than Spann. He's gonna have to circle out. He's gonna have to pivot. He's gonna have to do a lot of things. You know, switch angles. You know, move his head, slip his head out of the center line. Do a lot of things. Be the better boxer. I think he is the better boxer out of the two. In terms of just hands. Are we talking about hands? I don't know if he has the better kicking game. He might. But Spann has that power, blood. Like, he has that power, and Spann's not a bad grappler, so I don't think Smith can take him down. Smith is gonna have to do a lot of things, so that's why I'm kind of leaning towards Spann. Like, I switched. Like, I think, here's the thing, Smith, he's really well rounded. I'll give him that. But all his attributes, it kind of depends on where the fight goes. You know, he's not one of those guys that can dictate where the fight goes. He kind of flows with the fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you look at his Volkan Ozdemir fight, Volkan was the one initiating the takedowns in the clinch. You look at his Gustafsson fight, Gustafsson initiated the takedown, and that's what led to him getting the sub. He's very durable in that fact, and he can flow, and that's a good thing about him. But I don't think Ryan Spann's a dummy, and I don't think his coach is a dummy. And I think they know what they got to do. They got to put pressure on this guy and get on top too. He's terrible on his back. Like, he's not that good. He lays in half guard. He accepts the position. He gets beat on. And I look at that Rakic fight. I don't know if Spann can really, if he has calf kicks in his game, but he should use them. But yes, Spann's power is going to be something that helps him in this fight. And we look at Smith doesn't, like, that Volkan Ozdemir fight was very, very close. It was very, very close. And he doesn't, and he just made a mistake, in my humble opinion, and that's what he got caught in. And with Spann, I think Spann, if he can kind of follow Volkan to put pressure on him, use that 2-3, like, he has a good like cross and then hook, check counter, like, not check counter, but like check hook, right? He has really good natural power, and I think he's good in the grappling. I think he's just as good, and he's hungry, but he got a chip on his shoulder. And I'm gonna take Spann. I know, right? I was leaning towards Smith. I had my thumbnail all Anthony Smith, and I was gonna be like, he was the lock of the night, everything. But just looking at the tape, I think this is a lot closer. And looking how big Ryan Spann is, and the reach, I don't know what Smith can do. Like, it's to me, it's 50-50. It's two bums going at it. One of these dudes gonna get a life sentence. I hope it's Smith, because I'm happy for the guy. He got the 2 W's. I'm not going to lie. I'm actually kind of happy for him, because it was becoming kind of sad to just see him lose all the time. Honestly, it wasn't sad for me, but I enjoyed seeing what Rakic and Glover did to him. But I know a lot of people thought it was sad for him. So I was like, all right, y'all happy for the boy. But and Spann's the younger guy too. Smith is in his prime though. It's not like he's hella old, but he's taking a lot of damage. He's smarter though. He's a smarter guy. But I'm going to take Spann in this one. I think Spann should get it done. I'm saying 3rd round, TKO. I think he gets him out of there. I really do. If it's either ground and pound. But Smith is super durable. That's the thing. Smith is hella durable. I got Spann, though. I think Spann's going to get it done. His coach is so good, man. That Fortis MMA team, they know how to fucking win. They know how to fucking win. They don't. Sometimes they kind of choke in the big main events. Sometimes, you know, you look at Jeff Neal versus Stephen Wonderboy Thompson. You look at Diego Ferreira versus Beneil Dariush. Who else? Spann versus Walker, Uriah Hall versus Strickland, right? So they've lost in some key events, but I think they're gonna rebound in this one. And I don't think Smith is like that. I don't think Smith is this great gatekeeper. I think Smith has clutched out with some really, really clutch wins. You know, not clutched out. He's gotten lucky with some, you know, lucky wins. That's what I meant to say. But and he clutched it out though. I'll give him that. You know, against Devin Clark, he choked that nigga out. But against Jimmy Crute, I felt like he looked good. But if Jimmy just put the wrestling pressure on him, I don't think he could submit Jimmy off his back like that. You know, so yeah, I think Spann gets a knockdown, and I think he takes him out. I think he gets the ground and pound, and I gotta go Spann, man. He has the power, he has the reach, he's bigger. I think he's gonna intimidate Smith, and that's how I'm going. I'm taking Ryan Spann, Superman. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Ryan Spann by third round TKO too. And yeah, follow me on my Twitter, follow me on my Instagram, like, comment, subscribe. Tell me how you feeling. Tell me who you going with. Tell me if I'm crazy, if I'm picking Spann. Tell me Anthony Smith is the GOAT or whatever. Say whatever you gotta say. Talk all y'all shit. I'm not tripping. I fuck with all the comments. And yeah, love y'all and goodbye. Let's get this eBay Fight Patricia Nation growing. Subscribe, y'all. Subscribe. I love y'all and goodbye.
Hey, deep breath. My teeth are falling out.
Yeah, breathe. Hey, listen, breathe.